Hiya, this is Robert Devane here from Martial Arts Incorporated. I've said for years I was going to teach how to wrap hands. There's lots of different ways on how to wrap your hands. I'm only finally getting to do this video now, and there is lots of different ways, so I'm sure there's plenty of contradictions as to how I do it. This is how I do it, and it's worked for me. The very first thing you need to do is get some hand wraps, and of course we sell the best hand wraps around. It's good if they're kind of elasticated ones. I like them. I like the really long hand wraps. So open up your packet, get your hand wrap. I'm going to do my left hand. I'll be doing it at this mad angle just to try to show you, but normally I'd probably have my hand down when I was doing it. Right, so open up your hand wrap. So as I said, these are really long ones, but I prefer them like that. They're also a little bit elasticated because they're like a bandage, basically like a bandage. Now, the purpose of wrapping your hands, just before we do it, the purpose of wrapping your hands is to make sure that all the bones in your hands, all the small little tiny bones in your hands are compacted just a little bit, so that it gives you a little bit more strength, gives you more support, basically. It's a support, it's a big bandage on your hand. So if you're punching the bag or punching in person, your hand's a lot more protected. It's very important you protect your hands. If you're a kickboxer, boxer, any type of a fighter, your hands are, that's how you make your money. So if you bust your hands up, you know, it's going to be very hard to do what you do. So protecting your hands is very, very important. First thing, oh yeah, and make sure you don't put it on too tight. If you put it on too tight and your fingers are turning blue, it's going to stop circulation in your hands. Absolutely no use to you whatsoever. And you don't want to put it on too soft so it's all kind of flopping all over the place and it hasn't given you the support that you were looking for. So we get our thumb bit. It should have a thumb bit. If it doesn't, you'll just have to start the wrap as best you can. You put it, you anchor it on your thumb. Anchor it on your thumb and it goes over your wrist. So I'm here like so. Now just anchor it around your wrist a couple of times just to get it around your wrist. Okay, now here's the principle I use. I go fingers, knuckles, thumb, wrist. Fingers, knuckles, thumb, wrist. So I'm working down my hand, through my fingers, around my knuckles, around my thumb, wrist. As I said to you already, loads of people have totally different versions of doing this. That's up to them. This is my version, this has worked for me and I really like it. Fingers, knuckles, thumb, wrist. So I've gone around my wrist only just to anchor it. Next, I'm going to go through my little finger. So I've gone through the finger and I'm going to pull it back towards my hand. I'm going to obviously do the same with the next one. Pull it so that's firm, not like and then there's no circulation in your fingers. Around the next one and back down. So I'm like so. You with me? I've gone through my fingers. So yes, knuckles are next, but just before I get to knuckles, because it's here, I'm going to keep anchoring around the wrist just to give me a start. Next, I come up to my knuckles. So I come up to the side of my thumb. Now, if you've done it reverse and it's come up that way, that's fine, just go around your knuckles. So I like plenty on my knuckles, because that's the part that's going to be hitting. So you go around your knuckles plenty of times, around plenty. If you've bought inferior, shorter hand wraps, right now is the point you're probably going to be sorry. So make sure you contact us and get some hand wraps, right? So I'm going around and around. Fingers, knuckles. What was next? Thumb. Now a lot of people don't like to use their thumb, especially if they're grapplers or if it's MMA or if they're doing a lot of grappling, because you kind of need your thumb for grabbing. If you're striking, heavy striking, you're going to be wearing heavy gloves and you're going to do power punching, etc. I like to do the thumb because your thumb, especially in gloves, if you ever notice the way your hands are in gloves, they're not proper fists, they're mad kind of positions. It's very easy to clip your thumb. Thumb injuries are very, very common. So I like to go around the thumb. So I've come over my knuckles, I've done that enough times, I still have plenty left. So I'm going to come down around my thumb, like so. So I've gone around my thumb and I'm going back around my wrist. So I'm going to keep anchoring in the wrist. You got it? Now, just for safety's sake, I'm going to do the opposite direction on my thumb. So the opposite direction. And you see that little bit of skin you can see there? You shouldn't, when you're finished, you shouldn't see any skin. So that's how you know you've wrapped your hands if there's big gaps and you can actually see your hand through the hand wraps. So I'm going around that way. And guess what? I'm going back to my wrist, just to wrap it, to anchor it around my wrist. So I've gone through my fingers, I've gone around my knuckles, I've gone around my thumb that direction, and I've gone around my thumb the opposite direction. Now I've got plenty left, and I'm going to go around my wrist loads, because wrist is another weak point. So I start high up towards my hand, and I keep overlapping it and moving down. You see that? Overlapping, moving down towards my wrist, and I have left loads, so that's good. That's the way I like. Some people don't like it really high up the forearm. I kind of do. And if I'm finding I'm going far too much here, I'll just cross back over and back around. Now, what happens if you get here and you've put it on backwards? All you do, I haven't, in case you thought I had, I haven't. I've got it the right way, so mine's going to fix like so, and I'll pull it nice and tight and I'll fix it like so. So it's good and solid. Again, the fingers aren't turning blue, but it's not too relaxed. Okay, I can see a bit of skin. I said you're not supposed to see a bit of skin. So I'll just pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so if you get to this point, and it was on backwards and you're thinking, oh, the Velcro's on the opposite side, all you do is twist it and put it around that way. As I said, I didn't do that, I have done it right. So, like so, and you put it on tight. All you then do is repeat it with the opposite hand and stick on your gloves and off you go, practice in the bag. You should feel a difference. If it doesn't feel nice and firm, you've done it wrong. If it doesn't feel it's giving you extra support, you've done it wrong. If you're still confused, just watch this video back again. Hopefully it helps you. As I said, you're going to find lots of different methods. So just, you adapt it. If you've done it kind of a bit different, just stick with the principle. Through the fingers, around the knuckles, around the thumb, and around your wrist, and you'll be grand. Enjoy your training, and I'll talk to you again soon. Don't forget to click subscribe on our YouTube channel as we've loads more videos coming your way. Thanks a lot, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.